I'm Paul from Roland, and I'm here to showcase Motion Dive Tokyo and a few technologies that are involved with that. In particular, being able to actually operate video effects and things and selection via MIDI, so something like a PCRM1, and also integrating with samplers like the SP555 all the way up to the MD8800. So I'll go through all the features of Motion Dive Tokyo first. Basically, it's a console, a very clearly laid out console, nice and easy to use. And the console connects to the computer via USB. So the software comes with it, it's a complete bundle, software and hardware, fully combined. So some of the features. For selection, you can actually select via the mouse, so you can actually drag video onto a slot. Now each channel, there's an A and a B channel. You can actually assign 3 different video images or stills and actually switch between the 3. Now you can either, once again, you can use that with the mouse, or you can actually use the buttons like using sub. Actually triggers, it does a toggle between the first sub, and then on the second sub you've got trigger that way, so it just swaps video, and you can do that rhythmically. It's very instantaneous, so you can get some nice rhythmic effects happening that way. So 2 channels. How you actually organise your libraries, you see down the bottom here, you've got projects. So if you've got more than one user, each can be assigned a project. Then within projects you've got these tabs, so you can actually download and organise your videos in tabs. Each tab has 24 video locations. So if you want to actually load new videos, just go to the loader. Now you actually, as part of the preferences, you assign a folder on your hard drive to select from, so I'll put all your movies in there, and then you're able to actually audition each one, and then whatever you want to use, you just drag into an empty location or overwrite a single one, and then close it, and that video is ready to use. So stick that in the slot there. So it's a very easy way of organising your video performances and performing with them. So you can actually, it has an MP3 player as well, so you can actually play music along with it. So if you're jamming at home, you can actually play a song through it. Play audio through it, and then you can attach their part as well. So you go to the BPM. And from there you can do rhythmic type effects. So assign each one to BPM sync. So from the keyboard, from the actual controller, select the video, press enter, because that one's ready. Run your full screen mode. Now obviously you will be able to use 2 VGA outputs with this, so one controller, one effect. Other controller switches, you've got A/B switch. There's nothing on the other one, so I'll just put one in there. You do auto fade as well. You can actually have the 3 different fader speeds happening from switching from one to another. So from there, you've got your video collections. You can actually start applying effects to it as well. So you can apply EQ effects for channel A. So that you can actually see there scrolling through the colour prism. And also for channel B, move the fader over, you can actually then change the colours that way as well. Other effects you've got, you can actually do impact effects, like create little snowstorms or whatever, and explosions. Depends on the kind of video that you use as to the kind of impact that you get. And what I'm using here is actually a knob controller to actually scroll through the different effects. You can actually see. So it's very much of a hands-on unit as well. So you're not dependent on using the mouse with the Motion Dive Tokyo. It's pretty cool. You can apply text, so you can use it as a presentation device if you want. And text should normally appear. Let's switch off all the EQ effects. EQ effects, switch that off. And well, text normally comes up. So anyway, another thing you can do is layer. Layer is a pretty cool effect. It's actually sort of more creative use of cross-fading between video and the two different videos. Once again, you can use the knob to actually select the different effect as well. It's got a MIDI interface as well, so you can actually use MIDI devices to control parameters. So with the PCRM1 controller, you can do things like, let's just switch the effects off again. You can do things like select videos from a controller. It's a bit like the old Archaeos program. So now a keyboard player could actually then create a complete AV presentation by the music you play. You can assign certain keys. So you can make complete audio, visual, music and video interactive thing. Now also things like maybe an audio effect like a filter cut-off can also control maybe a crossfade or something. So there's a row of knobs here on this particular device, so I can use a knob to actually do a crossfade. Now that knob could also be assigned on an internal synth as maybe a filter cut-off, and also things like selecting different effects here and then controlling the key parameter of that effect. So you can use MIDI and also sequencing as well. That gives you extra power in your performance. So a band, maybe someone's got an electronic drum kit, could actually be triggering video hits from a drum kit while it's playing. So completely interactive. Also, if you've got something like a sampling sequencer, you could actually create, you can assign, say, a MIDI sequence track to actually play back a video sequence. So, for example, if you use something like an SP555, you have that plugged in. So you can actually see, while pressing the key, it actually highlights what effect is actually being played. Switch all the effects off. And you can actually run that as a sequence. So if I actually put this in sequence mode and actually run that sequence, it actually generates a video effect. Now I can actually then maybe assign. So channel A is working on producing two different sequences in sequence, and I can actually use the crossfader to bring in another element. So this V-Link technology allows you to actually use effect parameters as also to actually control video effects. So if I switch something on like the DJ effects looper and assign a sound,